Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fans of all ages, what's poppin'? Animators Establishment Townzie bringing y'all another theory slash discussion video, more so theory on somebody who I think is one of the most interesting slash mysterious characters we know, Rei Todoroki. Given the little we know about it so far, the fact that she married Endeavor of all people, had zero issue taking part in quirk breeding, and how she treated her family and kids. Despite that, she still got the potential to be one of my favorite characters because, I mean, listen, man. Y'all know me. If y'all already know me, maybe you do, maybe you don't. Hi, hello. I'm a registered ice power simp. Listen, don't ever ask me what I want my favorite power to be in any anime ever. It's gonna be the same thing every time. That's one of the reasons she might be my favorite, and secondly is because I just think her character is gonna go a lot deeper than what we be seeing. Horikoshi's been really good at setting this up. He's been massively setting this up. And today I'm here to talk to y'all about Rei Himura and her side of the family's role in My Hero Academia. So we got the Himura family, who are what I would assume based off Rei or a family of ice users. Well, I say based off Rei and all of the other family of quirk users we know. We know Ida, Engine family, Todoroki, Fire family, Jiro, headphone jack music family. It's like at this point we just know. This same Himura family seemed fairly shocked, but they was kind of happy that it never came to them with the idea of a quirk marriage. And they seemed perfectly fine offering up their daughter to the great Endeavor. And she obviously didn't mind at all either. What we do know about this situation is that Endeavor's goal is simply just to be All Might. They can have the fire and ice children, need these families, and that's supposed to be the way how. But what we don't know is the Himura family's end goal with this situation. They could just say no and like not sell their daughter off. I mean, arranged marriages, they generally supposed to have ups for both families, no? Or both parties. They're supposed to benefit. But I actually think Horikoshi's been planting these seeds like a long time before we even got these last few Todoroki chapters that we just got. As far as back to maybe like the overhaul arc. So with that being said, let us begin. So the Himura family was introduced as a once prestigious family with a long storied history. So it's like right off the bat we know that in some way, shape, or form they used to be a prevalent family. So that gives us the question of what happened for them to lose this prestige in the first place. For us to answer that question, a more important question would be what makes a family prestigious in a society of heroes and villains in the first place. And I really think the Todoroki family are the perfect example of what one would call prestigious. It's a family, they're very powerful. They gotta have some pull to the hero society somewhere. They literally have their children being recommended to go to the most prestigious hero school in Japan. I want to say in existence, but in Japan. It's like all the prestigious families have at least those things in common. They strong, and they got some type of pull. It's for people to say, you know what I'm saying, we might need your kids to go to UA. Recommendations. We got, what, Todoroki, Ice and Fire. Yahirozu, Creation. Momo, Creation. And Nasa has Wind, Juzo, Soft, or making the Earth soft. Togake, with her whole lizard being able to cut herself. That's useful. More useful than broken. But still useful nonetheless. Anybody that was recommended to UA, they all got the same thing in common. There are obviously other people that do have power that don't come from prestigious families, but they just make sense why the families aren't prestigious. Take like Bakugo, strong as hell, but neither of his parents' quirks were suited for hero work. It wasn't until like he was born, quirk singularity happened, they mixed together, and then boom boom, we're here, our explosion-y boy. Or take like Kaminari for example, a very strong quirk, probably the worst downside out of any goddamn quirk, any of them at all. How you turn that man into a dunce? Why? This is crazy. If it's a family of electric users, that downside, everybody and their mama can know about that. Electric user? Oh yeah, he probably go dummy, and not in a good way. And then you got people like 13. She got a really powerful black hole, really powerful. We don't know a lot about 13. We don't know if she's from a prestigious family. So it's like, well, I'm saying, I gotta throw that one out there. I got to. But it's like, if you can assume a powerful quirk line equals prestigious, then why, oh why, has the family of ice users lost prestige? Especially since we've seen the sheer power of what these people can do. Look at Shoto, mans was bodying people for the first fourth of the series using only his ice half. Only half his power, the ice portion. So it's like, what happened? How do we get here? Why y'all need Endeavor's marriage of all things? I don't understand. Y'all had less powerful kids over time? Is that why y'all lost prestige? Y'all lost the sauce? Y'all look weak to the commission now? Y'all only had daughters? Y'all ain't had no sons? What happened? Well, I'll tell you what I think happened. I think that something happened between the Hero Society and this family. Does that necessarily mean the whole family is a family of villains? They're just tied to villainy? Let's talk about it. So if there's one thing the overhaul arc did show us, is that times in the past, many Yakuza groups, they ran the underworld in Japan. They ran that. Villains, Yakuza, they ran it. That was all sidelined when All Might came into the picture. They fell for prominence, or as some might call it, losing prestige. Real quick, I'm gonna need y'all to take a shot every time I say prestige in this video. No? Alright, moving on. So for a family to have at one point to have been prestigious doesn't mean they necessarily had to be hero family, a hero family. So for them to have lost it may not have anything to do with heroes or the commission at all, but it could have everything to do with All Might. Another thing that the overhaul arc in the Shade Saki showed us is these Yakuza have families connected to them. Regular families, like Eri and her parents who lived regular lives. Like how we found out she's not Overhaul's daughter, she's the granddaughter of the original mob boss. Her family name being tied to the Yakuza. The only reason she specifically got sucked into any of that was because, you know what I'm saying, Overhaul finding out what her quirk was and the unfortunate event of her quirk awakening. So these Yakuza groups and their families were still able to live in the shadows of society like a regular family. Horikoshi blatantly showed us there's a lot of these groups. I mean, then that doesn't mean all of their family members are necessarily Yakuza, but their family name being connected to the Yakuza because one person is there. There have been a lot of Yakuza groups, means there's a lot of families tied to them. And at this point, I think I definitely convinced myself that the Hiromura family is one of them. And the key character that I think connects all of those pieces together would be our frozen liberator himself, Giten, Apocrypha. Not to say that he's specifically a secret Yakuza boss or he's the one that wants evil. I'm just saying Giten connects all of these points that I'm currently giving. Giten. Just Giten. Y'all get what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm putting down? Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Let's take a look at the Meta Liberation Army lineup. So we got Rei Destro, aka Rikiya Yotsubashi, Skeptic, aka Tomoyasu Chikazuko, Curious, aka Chitose Kazuki, Trumpet, aka Koku Hanabata, and Apocrypha, aka Giten. Just Giten. Giten being a word that actually directly translates to Apocrypha, and Apocrypha is a word that means story of unknown author or origin. So, not only does Horikoshi not show Giten's last name, but the name itself, Giten, means something as ominous as story of unknown author or origin. I guess this leads me to believe one or two things. One, Horikoshi's really being clever with Giten's name. Or two, it's not Giten's name at all. We've seen instances of Horikoshi using and changing names to be applied to us in the past. If we knew Tomura Shigaraki was actually Tenko Shimura, we would have been able to tell like exactly who that man was just right off rip. Maybe not who he was, but who he was related to off rip, since we knew Nana Shimura from so long ago already. And it's actually that exact example why I don't actually think it's not his real name. I do think his real name is Giten. I just think your boy Horikoshi just trying to be clever with the pen, since for us readers, Giten literally means story of unknown author or origin, and we don't know his origins or his authors. His authors being his parents, Horikoshi could just be the author too as well, We know this man likes to play with names, for better or for worse. I mean, if you think about it, even the other MLA members might not even know. It's like, since Horikoshi deliberately hid Giten's name with Horikoshi's history of wordplay, I just think the likeliness of him trying to be clever with the name is just extremely high. And then hats and beanies off to you if I'm correct, Sir Horikoshi. So if Giten really is from this family and they really do have ulterior motives, it makes a lot of sense that he actually himself doesn't want to be a hero and chose the MLA path. I mean, we've seen the lengths Giten is willing to go for, like Rei Destro. Even at the NBA, he was loyal to that man, specifically Rei Destro. He said, ain't none of y'all getting by me, ain't none of y'all touching Rei Destro. It was Cap. But you know what I'm saying? He said what he had to say. And it don't take a rocket scientist to see that the Hero Society was always on a 96 track path to destruction. Just a matter of time. Plus, if he is from a family with possible mob ties, he can not only know how firsthand how bad the Hero Society really can be, but the fact that he might be from one of those families or groups means that he might need to hide his face to not be recognized. If he looks too similar, as parent and child generally do, and Giten is always hiding his face. So how does the Todoroki family fit into all this? I think that actually brings us back to the initial question, how the Himura family lose prestige in the first place. The reason I say this is because the already prestigious Todoroki family is sitting down and arranging a quirk marriage with this family who I'm saying could have Yakuza or villain ties, or at the very least, lost prestige. Except this time I have an actual answer for you. I think while yes, this family used to be prestigious and may have possibly been a part of the Hero Society at some point, I think someone in their family either had Yakuza ties or ended up becoming a villain themselves, which tarnished the family's good name. Similar to the boss of Shie Hisaki, the fact that he had like a normal side of the family, they were only under investigation. They didn't have enough to be able to take down the whole organization yet. They were just under investigation. They didn't have enough to put them people away until the overhaul arc itself. Does that sound familiar at all to y'all, by the way? Somebody tarnishing the good name of their family? The actions of a certain family member that throws the rest of the family under a bus? Because we've seen the exact same thing go down in the current timeline with the Todoroki family and Dabi. Endeavor went from this edgy, cool hero that people, you know what I'm saying, at least halfway liked, to the #1 hero that people adored for a minute. Can't you see Kun was out here doing a damn thing? And now he's the child abusing, quirk DNA manipulating, terrible father that unleashed Dabi onto this world, who's now under scrutiny by the regular population. And you know that's gonna reflect on the entirety of the Todoroki family. The #1 hero is quite literally a horrible person. And his very first son became a villain. If that don't sound like a wonderful way for a family to lose prestige, I don't know what to tell you. The only difference between them situations I can see is that the Himura family was tested and they already lost their prestige. While the Todoroki family, I think they're gonna get tested and I think they're gonna remain on top. Whether it happens sooner or later in the series, no matter how down bad they get, even if they actually end up losing prestige, I think at the end of the series, the Todoroki name is going to be set in a good light. Whether it's due to Endeavor or more likely Shoto. And then on a side note, again, I don't think this evil mystery / Yakuza person who I'm theorizing, I don't think it's Giten, just because they'd have been too young for that to matter, why they would have lost prestige. I mean, we don't know Giten's specific age, like his official age, but like, come on, dog, come on, for real, come on. And then so we're left with the end goal. What truly is the Himura family after? We know that they really wanted this quirk marriage with the Todoroki family, but how does that help the Himura family? We know how it helps Endeavor. We know how it helps the Todoroki family. A few ways I can imagine it helping the Himura family is they could have their names connected to the Todoroki. That itself might shine some light on the Himura's possibly blighted name. Or Endeavor's connection with the Hero Agency, since he was literally in a position to put in a good word for that family. Or maybe them themselves just want to be close to the Hero Society for other reasons. And if what I said end up being true, it might for real be as simple as this family trying to get their prestige back. The prestige that they lost. They cleared a blight on their family's name. That, or they might be trying to get closer to the Hero Society that they resent. The Hero Society that very well may have casted them aside. Earlier, I called Mr. Frozen Liberator Mr. Giten, our link that connected all these points together. Just keep in mind that very same Giten chose the path of becoming an MLA member, as opposed to becoming an actual hero, where the path should have been fairly simple for somebody with immense power as him. I wonder why that was. But hey, you know what I'm saying? That was just my theory, my thoughts on this situation with the Todoroki family, Himura family. I just thought it was really interesting that said there are once prestigious. There's got to be more to go on with this family. We got a brand new ice user, Giten, and we don't know nothing about him. His last name, nothing like that. Himura family, we know nothing on them. We assume, because again, it's just an assumption, that their family has something to do with the ice quirk. I do at least think their family has to do with ice quirks, not just Rei. So in the end, we'll see. I'm very interested in them. Let me know in the comments what you think about this theory, Rei Himura, and the entire Todoroki Himura family, because I'm interested. Everybody, look, man, everybody loves the Todoroki parts of My Hero, dog. I just gotta talk about it. We here talking, so let me know. But as far as this theory goes, that's pretty much all I got for y'all this time. Like I always say, leave a like, comment, subscribe, pull up to the Twitch stream, pull up to the Discord, and y'all have a good one.